Well, good morning, Las Vegas. It's Monique Buchanan, the host of the Welcome Home with Monique show, and I've got yet a great show for you. Another one, you guys. Listen, it is the holiday season. I hope you're out there being safe, getting your shopping on. But while you're thinking about shopping, I want you to think about, possibilities of saving money as well as making a little extra money, right? I bet while you're out there spending on the grandbabies and the children, you're thinking, maybe you want to do something else that can bring in some more income, right? So I've got a great show for you. For all my people out there that are retired or maybe just want a little, extra money and make a positive impact on the environment. Maybe while you're out there shopping, you're also thinking about, hey, how can I make a little extra money? You know what I mean? Maybe you're retired, you want to make a little bit of extra income, or you're not retired and you still want to make a little bit of extra income and make a positive impact on the world. Just so you guys know, next year, 2025, I will be going as a green certified realtor. What does that mean? That means that I'm going to educate my clients on how they can not only save money for their families through their utility bills, they can also make that same positive impact for our future generations. So without further ado, I am going to be introducing none other than Mr. Jabari Sadler. He is part of my solar team. You guys have heard him come on before and talk about all things solar. Well, guess what, guys? That's part of me going green. I'm going to be, or I already have built a solar team. But now I'm going to talk to you about joining this solar team. At least me and Jabari were going to, as well as my other partner, Miss Keisha. She's also part of the solar team. And so we're going to go ahead and chat a little bit about what that looks like for you, my listeners, if you're thinking about, making some extra money 2025 and doing it in a very eco-friendly way. Is that good, Jabari? Was that okay?
That's right. That's exactly right. You hit the nail on the head.
And hi, Miss Keisha. Are you there as well?
I am there. Hello, Monique.
Well, thank you both so much for coming on. I'm so excited. We've gotten started with our solar, and it's just taking off so rapidly. I said, you know what, you guys, why don't you come on the show? Because I know I have quite a few of my listeners that are interested in something that they can do from home and make, a substantial amount of money, doing so and helping the environment. So, Jabari, why don't you and Keisha just go ahead and jump on in and kind of explain what I'm trying to talk about.
Absolutely. No, you're doing a great job. I think everyone these days is aware of what inflation looks like when you're going to the gas pump, when you're going to the grocery store, when you're paying your utility bills. Right? These are costs that we can't control, right? Mm-hmm. Think about how much a gallon of gas was your senior year of high school.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
99 cents.
Exactly. Less than $1. So we could fill up our tank for less than $20 back then.
Absolutely.
Compared to now, depending on, what size car you drive, it might be $50 to $100 to fill it up.
Inflation, right.
And inflation, right? And so everywhere that we can save is what it's all about, because we all know, or most of us, if you actually think about it, the life cycle cost of owning a home or a commercial building is going to be way more than the initial cost to purchase that property.
Right.
And so if we're trying to save money and if we're trying to increase our wealth, then obviously money can't be going out the back window or the back door. And literally that's what's happening with our homes, because they're not as efficient as they should be. Right. And so by us making our homes more energy efficient, the government is going to pay us. They're going to give us cash from our taxes. They're going to refund that money back to us because we're making our homes and our vehicles energy efficient, which is saving the utilities, which is saving the planet, which is decreasing the amount of power outages we have. The list goes on and on and on.
And especially for my listeners that are on fixed incomes, a lot of them are already retired. So every penny matters. You know what I mean? So, and there's so many people out there that, that can benefit from going solar. Now, we're not talking today about, going solar. Obviously, if you want information about going solar, you can have a free one-on-one with the Jabari, and that, you can 702-984-3700. I can set you up with that if you're having questions about solar. If you've been interested in just have these questions, all your questions can be answered, and it will be done in, in non-high sales performance, just educating you. 702-984-3700. But what we're talking about today is putting money in my listener's pocket. Isn't that right, Keisha?
That's right. That's right. And fixed cost is a big thing. So
Right.
how can we save money? When was the last time you did a home energy audit? When did how can you cut your utility costs? People want to know. Let's help them. How can you make money helping individuals to save money in their house?
Yes, and absolutely. So, just so you guys know, Keisha is one of my fellow agents that's actually in my same brokerage. She is one of the agents that, you know how I say that I can help you in all 50 states? Well, she's right there in Atlanta, dear. So, when you guys are ready to move to Atlanta, that's Keisha right there. You're hearing her voice now. She's one of the agents that can
That's
assist.
right. I'm here for you.
Yeah, and she's also a green agent. So, yeah, so we're going towards that, and for a great reason. Out here in Las Vegas, our average bill for a 1,400 square foot home in the summertime, Keisha, is over $500 a month. So when I tell you I save my clients so much money by answering their questions about solar, and let me tell you, honey, when we get solar put on the roof, you've got about 4 or 5 other neighbors, which you guys know, are coming out and saying, hey, we have questions. Come on over here and talk to us because we want to go solar too. We just want to know, these answers. So what do you think about that, Jabari?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Solar is the gift that keeps on giving. Not only do neighbors want to find out more, your relatives. Think about everyone that comes to your home. Think about delivery drivers, Amazon, UPS, the mail person.
Right.
These people are all going to ask you questions about what it's like going solar.
Yeah.
Is it true? Do you really, lose your electric bill when you go solar? All of those curious questions that everyone has when they see someone that has solar, which is very common. How many people know that in the year 2023, someone went solar every 44 seconds in America?
Wow.
So it's no longer, one person per neighborhood. It's like one on every street now has solar in America, and that's changing so fast.
And what about Europe? You were giving the stats about Europe and even South Africa. So it's coming whether you like it or not. It's coming.
That's correct. USA is currently in last place when you compare all the other countries, advanced nations that are already 60-70% solar adoption. We're right now at 5% in the entire United States. So we've got a lot of ground to cover, literally and figuratively. Anywhere in the country, solar is on the rise. The federal government gives you 30% rebate on any state, even in Puerto Rico, even in Hawaii, you get the 30% rebate on whatever you do to make your home more energy efficient, including when you go and add weather stripping, like Keisha was mentioning. Have you had your home energy audit done?
Right.
Because it doesn't just apply to solar, but it applies to everything that's going to make your home more energy efficient. If you switch from, let's say, a furnace type of a heating source for your central heat to a high-performance heat pump, you're going to also get that 30% rebate on that purchase as well. So the Inflation Reduction Act doesn't just apply to solar. Of course, solar gets the most attention from it, but it's so many areas of your home you're going to be able to make improved and get that rebate from the federal government, which also increases the value on your home. It's a win-win.
Right. Okay, so we are discussing all these new opportunities because they're untapped. And right now, our group is expanding and we're offering you an opportunity to join us right here at the Welcome Home Group. We are going green, and if you're interested in possibly becoming a solar rep or even just becoming a referral partner for the neighbors or whoever you know, there's an opportunity there for you to bring some more money into your income as well as be a positive impact on, not only the community, but the world. Right, Jabari?
That's right. This is the time to get involved in the renewable energy space.
Right.
It's such a new industry for the United States that there isn't any licensing requirements currently, except for only a few states, right? But when you look at life insurance industry, when you look at the real estate industry, at one point you could sell someone a home without needing a license.
Right.
But that's no longer the case.
No,
right?
Definitely not.
But that's definitely not the case, right? So you do not have to be a licensed realtor to be able to consult and offer home energy savings to anyone in any state. And so, we have a very user-friendly system. It's all online. It's all virtual. So you can physically be located in the Vegas area, and you can be helping a homeowner. Maybe it's your neighbor in a whole nother state. Maybe they're in California. Maybe they're in Ohio. Maybe they're in Florida. Maybe they're in Illinois. It doesn't matter. Through our platform, you can help people give the gift of renewable energy and cut those energy costs for them, which is going to allow them to take advantage of that huge federal tax credit.
So you're saying they don't have to be licensed, they don't have to be some solar expert, and they can make money by just referring?
That's right.
Now, Keisha, you are a licensed realtor. You joined this group, right? And help because when you became a green realtor, how has it been for you since you've joined? Because you're busy. You are a top producer as a realtor. So I know you're very much like me in that we don't have a whole lot of time to learn the ins and outs and, all the intricacies of solar, right? How's it going for you?
Right. Yeah, it's good. And it's having someone like Jabari, you heard him speak.
Right.
He's actually a mechanical engineer. He probably didn't share that, but you don't need to be, because guess what? There's people like him who are going to be our mentors.
Right.
So, we don't need to go out and get solar certified. Do you need to take an exam? Do you need to get testing? Do you need to, no, we don't have to do that.
Right.
We are going to be partnering with our team. So anyone that's listening this today is going to be part of our team.
Right.
And so all we need to do is to share this information. Building a business in the solar industry is one of the most lucrative opportunities in the world right now.
Absolutely.
The combination of low market penetration. Not a lot of people have solar. Jabari can probably get into that more detail of the percentages, but it's so small. So we're at the beginning stages.
Ground level.
Of this. Ground level. So no one has to come up with out-of-pocket money. So we're not going to them and say, hey, we need $5,000 down.
Right.
We're not looking for anything. Zero down, giving them tax credit, being able to lower their monthly bill. Who would not even want to look at that for free?
Right.
It's free. Hey, you know what? Let's see your electric bill. Whatever the case is, Jabari will show you exactly how to do it. But guess what? It's a free solar savings report.
Right.
And that's all we got to do. That's all we're going to provide to them.
Yes. And just by providing that, you actually receive a commission, right? Once, or if they do decide to sign up. And if not, hey, a trip is there for you. You've got Vegas or some other places. Isn't that right, Jabari?
That's right. Yes. If you decide to not move forward with your solar adoption, then there's some trips that you can take. We will cover all the hotel expenses. There's no timeshare meeting that you have to attend. You literally just get to enjoy 4 nights in a nice hotel on us simply because you allowed us to show you a solar savings report. It's just that simple.
Yeah. I'm over here laughing because I pictured myself sitting in one of those timeshare meetings, like trying to stay strong the entire time so I could just make it out of there. So they don't have to go through anything like that. Keisha, have you ever been to one of those timeshare meetings?
I have. And you're like, so babe, when we go in there, I promise we're not going to buy anything.
You like poking your husband in the side? Stop smiling. Stop smiling. What did I tell you on the way in here? Like you said, Keisha, it's like, listen, if you just want to know where you're at with your home. You guys, if you're listening to this and you're interested and you would like that solar savings report, or if you're interested in possibly joining our team, right, and moving forward with becoming a solar consultant or just a solar referral, 702-984-3700. We will get you started. 702-984-3700. We will also answer any questions that you have and invite you to a Zoom to really break it all down. Is that right, Jabari?
That is correct. It's all done virtually over Zoom. You don't have to worry about letting people into your house. And then the same thing, those clients, those neighbors, those referrals that you send over, they don't have to worry about cleaning up the house and putting the kids and the pets in one room. Everyone's familiar with Zoom, right?
Yeah.
It makes it more convenient. They can get the information. They can see satellite views of their home. We're going to make that determination if their home is qualified to go solar and if it makes sense. And then if you get a homeowner that decides to go forward with that, or when a homeowner decides to go forward with a solar construction on their home, you're going to make anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 in commission for helping that homeowner make that transition.
Right. Now, Keisha, is he telling the truth? Keisha, listen, is he telling the truth, Keisha? Right.
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling you, listen, as a realtor, sometimes things are slow. The market is kind of up and down. And it was like, hey, I need something on the side. I need additional income.
Right.
And when he shared this with me, it was like, okay, I sell people houses, but do I just go away after that? Right. No. How can I bring value to them?
Right.
How can I bring value? And as a green realtor, I want to be able to share, what can I do to help you save money in your home? Hey, when was the last time you did your own do-it-yourself home energy survey in your house?
Right.
One of those is, hey, let me get a copy of your electric bill and let's see how you're doing with electricity. How can I save you money on that? And that's all we're doing. And guess what, guys? Jabari is doing the talking. You will not need to be able to look at that bill and put anything together. All you're going to do is say, hey, friend, have you ever thought about going solar?
Right.
You know, let me see a copy of one of your month bill, and you just share it with Jabari, set up an appointment, and you can sit on the phone to say, hey, Jabari, this is my friend Bob. Bob, this is Jabari. He's going to go over with you how you can get solar, what it looks like if you were to get solar, how much money would you save, and you can decide to go for it or not. It's all free. That's it. And when they're done, I got that $3,000 or $6,000 or whatever it is, depending on how big the house is. Jabari will let you know. But that's what I love about the team. That's all I'm doing. Is sharing the info and letting Jabari do his work.
And so just so I understand, and I make this very clear for my listeners that are thinking, wow, this sounds really good. So just so I understand, they do not have to be certified in anything, all right? They do not even have to leave their house. They can work from home like Jabari's been doing for the last 3 years. They do not have to leave because everything is done via Zoom. In fact, they don't even have to get that involved. All they have to do is somebody talks to them about solar, being interested. All they have to say is, hey, you're interested? Please share with me your a month's bill so that I can get it in the hands of a solar engineer. You upload the bill, and then Jabari takes over from there. So that's it. Yeah. After they upload that bill onto the the platform, that's it. They sit back. They can listen to the conversation, of course, be a part of that for their referral. And that is it. If they move forward, great. If not, they're on vacation. Am I understanding that right?
Yep, absolutely. That's how it works. Yep.
And some people are thinking this is too good to be true. You know, a lot of so I've had quite a few family members reach out. They're like, Monique, this just seems too good to be true, because it does, right? You're telling me that I can make that kind of money, right, with no education in the field. Yes, I'm telling you that. All I have to do is, when I hear people that I already know that is talking about they want solar and they have questions, get them to an expert on solar and get a bill to that expert. That's it.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right.
And I'll receive $3,000 to $6,000 when that person moves forward with getting their solar. Is this correct? Yes.
That's correct.
I've done that several times. I've done it several times just in this month, and the month is just beginning, Monique. Yeah. I have a 6-year-old. I don't have time to sit down and learn all of this stuff.
Another craft, right?
Another craft. And what I do know is solar and saving money. All of this is real. It's what people need. Warren Buffett talked about energy deregulation will be the largest transfer of wealth in history.
Right.
Go and share it with everyone you know.
And let me tell you, I don't talk about anything I don't believe in. And and my listeners know this. I'm pretty sure if they've been listening to me for any time at all, they've heard me brag about my solar bill only being $112. I have a pool and everything, and that's all it is, even in the summertime. So I'm an avid believer of solar. I am a realtor. I know that it benefits my buyers when we buy a house that has solar already on it. It benefited me, right? And if it's done the right way when you sell, it's going to benefit you when you sell, because it becomes an asset. So I cannot get behind anything I don't believe in. And that is why I'm with you guys, and we're building our solar team. And I'm believing that a lot of my listeners that are listening now, I know they're interested. I know they have questions. I know they're going to join our team, 702-984-3700. We'll go ahead and get you guys on to the next Zoom to really break it all down, because we only have 30 minutes on the show. But you guys, this is real, and it's helping the environment, and it's lowering your friends and family's bills, right? I mean, it's a win-win all the way around. Is that right, Jabari?
That's right. It's the gift that keeps on giving, because let's think about this for a second. If I was to, let's say, rent out my house,
yes,
then those tenants don't have an electric bill. Think about what the summer electric bill looks like when you've got a family of 5, right? You're running air conditioning all day and all night, depending on where you live. And now this family doesn't have to worry about a $700 electric bill.
Right. Or
right?
if they're
Because the
retired and
home-
they're on a fixed income. I've got an uncle right
Exactly.
now that's struggling, and he actually
Exactly.
called me to sell his home because he could not keep up with the power bill. The
There you go.
power bill. The man is living off of a fixed income, but and then not everybody's allowed to get solar. He could not get solar because he did some crazy stuff on his roof. But can you talk about how they'll also replace roofs, Jabari, in some cases,
That's
right?
right. If your roof needs replacements, we can bundle the solar with the roof. And that way you're not paying any money out of pocket for the solar or the roof. It's all going to be bundled together, and you're going to receive the federal tax credit on the entire transaction. So why else would you want to go buy your own roof, spend all that money cash, and get no rebate, no tax return on that roof? So this is the perfect time. That's how my mom got her roof replaced 2 years ago. I said, Mom, you can do roof? Let's look at your power bill. You might want to just go solar, and that way you get the roof and the solar, $0 out of pocket. She loved it. Her new bill is $75 a month, less than what she was paying before with the electric bill. And now she just sends referrals to me. And where she lives, the state of Maryland, the state gives you rebates. So she gets a check for 15 years because she got solar on her roof.
Somebody that lives in Maryland, right? You're really going to have quite a few clients. My listeners out there are thinking about joining our group. Everybody is interested in solar. They have questions.
Hey, Monique, I thought I would take the time to cover a couple myths out there. I know there are some myths and some confusion in the solar industry. So let me tackle a couple of them. The first one is, does solar affect or deteriorate my roof over time?
Right.
Great question. Actually, it's the opposite. So when you think about the square footage of your roof, it's exposed to the elements 24/7, 365, right?
Right.
Acid rains, UV rays, hail, right? All of those things are going to deteriorate the roof over time. So if you cover that roof section with panels, the solar panels are actually able to take impact even as hard as hail or even as hard as baseball. So it will not break the solar panel, but what you're doing is you're providing a covering for the roof material underneath.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so if you've seen any hurricane damage in coastal areas like Florida, you'll see the sections of the roof that do not have solar is where the roof sections have been ripped off.
And then a lot of people, you just made me, I'm sorry, Jabari, you made me just think of something too. People want to be self-sufficient. That is huge right now. And when that hurricane hit, there was a lot of people, there was a whole town that was solar that everybody had to go to and get,
That's right. That's another thing. Yeah. So blackout protection is another thing that solar can provide if you get the batteries as part of your package. So when you're in an area where there's bad storms, hurricanes, power outages, there's a good chance that the homes that have the solar, they don't need the roof repairs, number one. And then number two, they may have backup batteries as a part of their system. So that may be the only house on the street that still has power. Right. Because with a generator, another myth, right? A generator, if you use a generator during a power outage, it has to run 24/7. So it's very noisy. You're burning a lot of gasoline. You got to put gas in the generator constantly. When you go with a solar plus storage setup and the power goes out, the battery is only working during the nighttime when you're sleeping. The solar is providing power to the home and recharging the batteries all while the sun is out. So it's a much, much, much more efficient setup. There's no noise. There's no fuel. There's no issues with any damage, right, from gas, spillage, or anything like that. This is all done through clean energy from the sun.
And another point I want to make too, Jabari, out here in Vegas, we had a point where our gas company went really high on our bills for gas. And I was watching the news, and this gentleman had solar on his house, and I was cracking up because he's right. He goes, you know what? I'm not going to pay a $200 gas bill. He goes, I have solar. I'm just going to go buy electric heaters. That man basically heated his home that whole winter for free through his solar.
I love it.
And
you bring up a key point.
There's so many benefits. I was cracking up because I'm like, you know what? That's a great idea. I don't have to spend money on gas this winter. I have solar.
Well, guess what, Monique? gas is going away.
Oh, wow.
So not only on the West Coast, but on the East Coast, the state of Maryland, as of 3 months ago, the governor has banned gas furnaces from new construction homes.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. I didn't know that.
Any homes that are being built in the state of Maryland, which last time I checked was is not on the West Coast, you can't even put in gas lines to that house. The whole house now has to be 100% electric.
That is, I mean, is this not the future, you guys? Do we not see the writing on the wall? So, Keisha,
If that ain't the writing
if
on
that
the
ain't the
wall
writing
right
on the
there.
wall, guys, I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I mean? And then, not to mention, you said, a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't want to go in a contract." Well, you're in a lifelong contract with Nevada Power. And another
With the
thing,
utility.
every single year it goes up 6 to 10%. So, like you always do the numbers and tell them. So you're locked in with solar. I'm locked in at $113 a month. So in 10 years, guess what my bill is going to be? $113 a month. Guess what my neighbor that doesn't have solar is going to be? Who knows? It's going to be, he's already paying $500, $600 a month for summer. But in 10 years, that's going to be at what? $1,300 a month? There's no way. Yep. So let's talk about joining this group, because I know I've got some people fired up out there. They want more information about joining our group. Keisha, run with this, sister.
I'm here. Look, all you got to do is find Monique, and she will get you started with us. It's super easy, you guys. Don't think too much about it. We're going to help you. We're here to show you how to do it. All you got to think about is, who do I want to help? What friends do I have? What family? And guess what? Start with yourself.
Yes.
Start with yourself. Save your own self money. See how it works, and go from there.
Yeah. And another thing, this company uses the #1 installers in the nation. That was big to me, because if I'm putting my name on something, I need to know it's done right. Right, Jabari?
That's right. That's right. In the solar industry, there's been a lot of shakeup. And so you want to have peace of mind that you're partnered with a company that's not only debt free, right? But like Monique said, they're #1 in the nation. That means nobody installs more solar than Freedom Forever. That means you're going to get the best pricing. You're going to get the best equipment, the best warranty, and the least amount of questions and uncertainty, right? That's what you want to do. You don't want to partner with a company that's going to go out of business after your installation has been done, which is what we've seen in 2024. We've seen a lot of companies go belly up, and some of these homeowners are like, hey, what happens to me now? I just got my solar installed, right? So you want to make sure you're with #1, and that's the only company we provide.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that there's so many companies out there that even my sister in Seattle had some guy knock on her door, and he offered to sell her solar at an outrageous amount. And when it was looked at with my team, they realized that he wasn't even putting enough panels on her roof to supply her needs for her family of 6. So it was going to be a horrible, horrible situation for her. But luckily, she got her free energy savings report and figured it out before she just signed up with the first person that knocked on the door. So I'm so grateful for you guys as a team. I know that we're going to grow this year. We're going to bless many of my KUMV listeners. They're going to be part of my Welcome Home Solar team. And we're going to do great things for many here in the community, because Las Vegas, we need it so bad. And so many people are going solar out here right now. So like you said, you'll never look at the roof again the same, right, Keisha?
That's right. That's right. We're here to help people make money, clean energy. What else is there, right? We got to ride with the wave of the future. Right. Why not solar? Why not something that you can do from the comfort of your home?
Yeah, this is like the perfect thing for especially my retirees that want to make a little extra money but don't want to dive back into a 9 to 5. Like you said, the average income is like, $3,000 off of just uploading a bill. That's crazy. I could be in the gym, they could be in the gym talking to some people at the gym, and they mention solar, and then all of a sudden their friend is sending them the bill, and now they're getting paid from the comfort of their home.
That's right.
It sounds too good to be true, guys, but it's happening every day. That's why I'm sharing it with you guys. I'm standing behind it because I know that the installers, the people that are going out there, they're professionals. I've seen them install. I've seen how they do business. And so I said, okay, I can go with this. I can get behind this. I had to make sure it was a good company. Isn't that right, Jabari?
That's right. You sure did.
So if you're interested in more information on this, or you're interested in joining our team, or just finding out more, 702-984-3700. Again, 702-984-3700. We will get this information over to you ASAP. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Jabari, for coming on. I look forward to having you guys on again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us, Mo.
Thank you. Okay, guys, one more thing before you go. I've got a listing, 9100 spoon bill. That is in the Centennial area. 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Now listen, it's a dual master, 2-car garage, and guess what? $410,000 is the asking price. So if you're looking for a property that's in the Centennial Hill area, it's a 2-story, 9100 Spoonbill, right out there, on Durango and the 95 area, going out towards Sky Canyon. 9100 Spoonbill, that's the address. You can check it out on any platform and it'll come up with the pictures. If you want information on that, my number is 702-984-3700. If you're thinking about listing your property, okay, same number, 702-984-3700, and we'll go ahead and talk about your property right here on 91.5 KUMB. You guys have a blessed Saturday, and until I hear from you.